Hello, I am Umbrenero and welcome to Umbrenero's Life. Today's video is my 2024 work journal setup. So, my work journal is going to be very straightforward. It is basically what I'm going to use at work to keep track of days off, my schedule, my things I need to get done in a certain week. But it all has to start somewhere. So I began with making a yearly calendar, and unlike last year, I did not print all of the calendars because I didn't want to have to rewrite everything even after printing. So I just wrote everything the first time. So the very first page is just an area where I can look at the calendar, plan for days off in advance, keep track of days that I take off, and days that I know there's going to be meetings on, or days that I have to work the weekend. It's something that helps just knowing in advance, quick, easy reference that sometimes actually comes in very helpful because I've been asked, hey, when is the third Wednesday of this month? Oh, it's this day, instead of having to go flip through our calendars that we have at our desks. In all, to set up this journal, it took me like 25 minutes, and doing it now ended up saving me time at the start of the new year, so that way I didn't run into something like last year. But after I had the calendar all done, I decided I was going to make myself a little key based off the highlighters I have at work, so that way I know, hey, these are what each of these days mean, and so forth. So the next thing I did was make a couple blank sections that will eventually get filled in. And the first area I put in was weekend schedule, because we kind of know what weekends we work in advance. And I figure having them written down here will help it keep it from becoming a surprise later on. We have staff development days, and I figured I wanted a spot to keep track of what topics. And then we have staff meetings, and it doesn't hurt having an area to keep track of when those are, and if it's your turn to take the minutes from that meeting. And then I added a couple pages of some main notes from the previous years, because there's some things that help to keep handy just in case something comes up. So for the month of January, I sketched out a little calendar, and I decided to put boxes around each letter just because, for some reason. I really don't know why. But the January spread is very simple. It's the month, a quick reference calendar, and then the other thing that is on this page that I'm currently drawing on is a area 2 of books to add to my reading journal. A lot of my coworkers are big readers, and I keep getting a lot of suggestions from them, so I figure it doesn't hurt to keep track of some of their ideas that they think I might like, and so forth. So on the right hand page here is an area where I'm going to keep track of my schedule throughout the month as like a quick reference of, hey, what area was I working in on this day, and so forth, because I just want to see what the pattern really is over the course of the year, because I can look at my calendar and go, all right, so I was at this area from this time to this time, but I was here from this time to this time. I just want to see if there is a constant occurrence that happens. So it's just a simple little timetable from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. and the days of the month. And then I put initials for the main areas where I bounce between at work. So that way I can give them each their own color and be like, all right, so on the 1st, I was at this area for an hour, this area for 4 hours. And this is an example of how my weekly logs are going to go. I didn't put it in because I did not have my schedule yet. So I will put the day, the hours, and what area, and so forth. But then my to-do list, which will be directly below, is going to be set up in a format kind of like the bullet journal style, right, where you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday across the top, and your tasks listed along the side. I've learned that works for me. But this should help me out in 2024 to keep track of some work stuff a little bit better. So, thank you for watching, and until next time, I am Umbrenero. Bye!